Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins. Well, we're headed now to a company which is based in Nevada. I'm joined by Lucas Stanfield, the CEO of Union Star Metals. Lucas, it's great to see you again. Thanks for coming back to talk to us.
Oh, thanks for having me back, Ariel. It's good to speak to you again.
Now, I would love to break down your latest announcement. You've done a geological interpretation of the Cobb Creek project. Can you take us through what you found?
Yeah, look, it's a really exciting time for us here. It's fantastic to be part of a project that just has so many options. So we've had our geologist over in Nevada, Clay Newton, who I introduced, I think, last video. He's been working in that area for about 50 years, and there's not much he doesn't know about the structures and the geology in that northern Nevada area. So part of his interpretation, as well as then we've got some geologists here in Perth working through his interpretation and coming up with some fantastic results. So the main ones that we're seeing is obviously we've got the McCall deposit that is proof of gold in the area. We believe that generally we know that the historical drilling in the past has been very shallow. We haven't really seen anything go down into any deeper structures. So we believe in the McCall there's the potential for deeper mineralisation and also a long strike. And then we're also seeing in the greater area of the project area that there is two structural trends that are coming through adjacent properties that basically intersect on our site. One of those trends is bringing the sort of sediment-hosted Carlin-style deposits through, and the other is bringing those hydrothermal deposits through as well. So we're really excited to basically be, I think, just right in that right spot, and we're showing some definitely anomalies there that we're looking at following through.
Yes, so that's really interesting, isn't it? Having those two different mineralization styles at the Cobb Creek project. I mean, how significant is this to you when you're looking forward and trying to sort of understand the potential scale of the project?
It's really significant. In fact, it's a really good problem to have. We have a lot of conversations with the geologists about, well, which targets should we go for? The Carlin sort of sediment-hosted type deposits tend to be a little bit deeper, but they can be quite large. We've got those hydrothermal deposits, which may be a little bit shallower. There is some areas there that we're also seeing that have some volcanics, sort of later volcanics that have covered over some of those areas. So again, it's showing that there's potential that we're not seeing the full potential on surface. So we're really keen to get down and put some drill holes into those areas and just see exactly what it is that's going on down there.
Where are you sitting now, Lucas, in terms of permitting? How much more permitting do you need when you look overall at the project for certain areas?
Yeah, so we were lucky in the fact that when we took over the project back at the beginning of the year that the permitting had been started. So Clay actually was involved in the project prior to us taking it on, and he'd been instrumental in developing some targets that he then has had permitted. There's something like 11 targets that's permitted. The permitting is very close to completion for those areas, so we'll be looking in the next few weeks for that to be completed, which will allow us to get in there and drill some of those targets.
Fantastic. So, Lucas, what's next? What can we expect to hear from you next?
Look, as I said, we're having those arguments amongst us about which targets are the best. So we need to prioritise those. So that's our next stage for us. We've got some gravity surveys that that we're analysing at the moment. So I look forward to releasing those shortly, which will help to prioritise those targets. We'll probably then do we're considering some IP over then those targets as well, just to give a little bit more definition, just to make sure that we put the holes in the right spot, because we want to get some really good results when we do drill those holes. So that's the next step for us, and then hopefully we'll be drilling sort of September time. With all going well.
Very, very exciting stuff. Lucas, thank you so much for chatting to us once again. We look forward to speaking to you again very soon.
Terrific. Thanks, Ariel. Thanks for having me.